Welcome to Subramani. This is not the first time that I'm going to talk about equity investing and tiger sighting. In fact, I think tiger sighting, equity investing, and risk sighting are all part of the same game or process, whatever you want to say. Let me take you to 1981 when I was making perhaps one of my earliest trips, first trips perhaps, to Mudumalai. Forest in Tamil Nadu or Tamil Nadu-Karnataka border. I went into the forest in a big jeep or canter, as you would call it, or perhaps a bus. There was no canter, it was a bus, very noisy bus. And I came out, and the forest officer asked us in general, did you see the tiger? And well, we hadn't seen the tiger. So he said, look, tiger sighting happened. Tiger actually saw you. That was a fact. So the tiger had seen us. The tiger was there. Everybody knew the tiger was there, but we didn't see it. It was camouflaged. It was beautiful, perhaps, but we didn't see it. So I still use that lesson when the markets are very good, doing well. Everybody is getting a very good return. I turn around. I tell people that look, markets are very nice, easy to make money. Everybody is making money. And therefore, it must be the best time to be in the market, right? That's what it looks like. To me, when I can't see risk, it is exactly like my Mudumalai trip. The risk is not visible to me. I am not competent to see the risk. It does not mean that risk is not there. Risk to me is like this tiger in the grass which was seeing me. So is there risk in the market? Answer is yes. Can I see it? Answer is no. So does it mean risk is not there? No, risk is there. I can't see it. Look at the difference between risk not being there and me not being able to see risk. So currently, if the market is every Monday morning you can buy and Tuesday evening you make money, or Monday morning you buy and Monday evening you make money, the worst asset class is cash, right? Because you're sitting on cash and your friends are making 10% a week or 20% a month or whatever, right? So then you look at your cash and say, oh my God, this is horrible. There's no risk in the market, and what am I doing, right? So there are a lot of things to learn from tiger watching, because see, we are not doing tiger hunting the way the princes and the Brits did, killing away maybe 50 to 75,000 tigers, maybe more, over 100 years. The question is, what is the connection between a tiger watching and equity investing? So apart from the fact that risk can be hidden, the thing is, you need to invest in knowledge and invest in patience. You can make 25 trips into the forest. Each trip typically lasts 2-3 days, so you would make 5-6 trips. So you could make 3-4 full trips in the sense full vacations. You could spend 4 days making 8 trips, 9 trips, and not being able to see a single tiger. But you have invested in the knowledge that tigers are there. The density of tiger availability in, say, a Tadoba or even a Corbett or Kaziranga, or currently I'm at Ranthambore, probability is high you could see it. It's also possible that you may not see it. This time I'm into the forest with one of India's fine investors, Sham Shekhar. Look at his luck. He drives in, we drive in at 6 o'clock, and 6:45 we have seen a tiger. Everybody is not so lucky, right? People can spend 4 trips, 5 trips without sighting a tiger. These things happen even in equity. The other connection that one sees is, one goes into the forest, one has all the facts, one knows that so many tigers are here, but whether you actually spot the tiger, whether the tiger does something for you, is it just sitting in one place doing nothing, or does it get up, walk around, maybe kill some animal, maybe they mate, maybe they run, maybe they swim, maybe they're playing with kids? Do you get to see all this? The answer is you don't know. It depends on luck. Exactly like equity returns, you can do all the right things, pick up good shares, wait for a long period of time and not get any good returns, and your friends could pick up some completely lousy share and make money. So it's very frustrating to do the right things and get a completely different result from what you thought you will get, because you read in the books that if you stay invested in equities for the long run, you will get good returns. Correct, but then you have missed out something. It has to be good shares that you have bought. Similarly, you go into the forest, you know that there is a tiger there, but it just doesn't come out. You cannot force the tiger to come out. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we saw a tiger which was sitting peacefully and licking its paw, nothing else. We had to leave because there was a time constraint that you had to go out by a particular time, so we couldn't spend too much time. And then the tiger just got up and went away somewhere, so we couldn't do anything more. So similarly in equity, you could create some constraints for yourself. You could say, I am running out of patience, I need money, I need to sell now, right? So these are the constraints which you put. Here the tiger puts it on you. So similarly, you invest in good guides, you invest in good jeeps, you invest in time, you paid money to the hotel, you paid money to you picked up a camera equipment, etc. You're sitting there patiently and doing nothing. You have to believe in this process called tiger sighting, and pray and hope that the tiger decides to show itself to you. It's not about you, the tiger seeing you, right? Tiger sighting normally for us means we sighting the tiger. So there are times when you know that the tiger is there and you just have to leave because there is a constraint. So something like this has happened to me in the past. Once in Tadoba, we knew there was a tigress there with 3 of her cubs, and there was sambar there nicely in the mud, sitting there and enjoying a part of the mud, and we knew that the tiger will come out and kill. The tiger was less than 600 meters away, or maybe 700 meters away. We knew it would happen, but we had to leave that place because of the constraint that there is timing in the jungle which says by 6 o'clock your jeep has to be back, or 7. So tiger watching has all constraints, just like equity investing. You go in there, you have made all the correct moves, and you don't sight a tiger, and somebody else who took a slightly different route says, oh, you missed that, there was a tiger which had just killed its sambar and it was eating it, and you missed it completely. More frustration. In Three Idiots they say, you not spotting a tiger is bad enough, but the other spotting it is worse, right? So these things happen in tiger sighting as much as it happens in equity investing. So you invest in all these things, and you don't get good return. Somebody who doesn't invest walks in first visit, and in 1 hour he gets very good sighting. These things also happen, which is very frustrating. What else happens is you know that you need to have patience, but exactly when your patience is running out, you see a tiger. Even worse, when you're least expecting, you see a tiger. So equity returns also are like that. You invest in a forest guide who could be your advisor. You invest in proper systems, you got binoculars, you got a nice 100 to 500 or 100 to 200 to 600 kind of a lens. You've taken correct equipment, you've gone to the right place, the weather is good, you've got everything right, and you don't see a tiger. Or a day when you see a very good tiger in very good lighting conditions, you realize that the battery was not fully charged and you did not carry a spare battery, and nobody else in the jeep has a spare Canon battery, they have a spare Nikon battery, but you have a Canon camera. All these things go wrong, right? So there are times when you know that the market is going to do well. It's a great time to be in the market, but exactly at that time you need money for something else. It's your daughter's wedding, it is XYZ, it could be anything. So you don't have money to invest. So going into the forest, being ready for the tiger, having enough patience, sitting in 48 degrees, or like us, we were lucky that it is the cyclone passed by Jaipur, and we are sitting here in Ranthambore at 27 degrees in the month of June. Though normally it should have been more like 47, but we enjoyed very good sighting on day 1 and day 2. Day 3 there was a wash out because of rain, but day 4 again we got good sighting. So all these things happen. Like equity investing, you think you're going to make money somewhere and you make money somewhere else. You thought you bought Eicher Motors because their engineering skills are good, they got very good trucks, but you ended up making money because their motorcycles did well. So all these things happen. So can you find a similarity between tiger sighting and investing? Yes. Yes, a lot of similarities. You need to invest in knowledge. You need to understand that tiger may come out or may not come out. Equity return. But one thing is very certain, the number of tigers that you sight, if you put it in the numerator, and the denominator has to be a large number of trips, right? So it is exactly the example which I give, like Anil Kumble, he picked up 644 wickets, but for that he bowled some 44,000 odd balls. You cannot say I will bowl 644 balls and I should get 644 wickets. That does not happen. Similarly, you spend a lot of time inside the jungle, whether it is raining, whether it is 48 degrees in the heat of Madhya Pradesh or in Rajasthan, and then you hope that the tiger comes out. So similarly in equity, you spend a lot of time, maybe 15, 20, 30 years. I started in 1979. There have been, the whole returns, if I see, can be very lumpy. There could be 5 years in which I made money. There could be 10, 12 stocks in which I made money. I must have bought 100 stocks, right, at least, or maybe more. So similarly, tiger sighting is extremely rewarding, extremely interesting. I have had experience of Matkasur walking just past by my jeep. I could have stretched my hand and touched it, right, that close. You're holding your breath and watching him pass by. We have seen, I've seen Maya play with her kids in Tadoba, Sonam play with her kids in Tadoba, right? All these tigers have names, but to avoid poaching, maybe they give them numbers. So you say, oh, I saw 120, I saw 230. These are numbers given to tigers. Similarly, exactly when you're investing so much in tigers and want to watch tigers, you suddenly find a bear playing with its cubs. And the minute it sees you, it runs away. You run into a leopard. You don't plan looking at a leopard. You look at some signs in the forest. You got animals giving calls and you know there is some big cat movement. You think it is a tiger and it happens to be a leopard. So we have seen leopard sighting, leopard on the ground, leopard stalking, killing, taking the kill up the tree, completely unplanned. You plan for the tiger, and what you get is a leopard, which is a far more perhaps agile animal. So you get all these kind of things happening. You enjoy it, you enjoy the process, you enjoy all the large caps investing, and you find that last 5 years the best returns were given by small cap or by mid cap. All these things keep happening. So go there, have fun investing, look at risk, look very hard for risk. It's there hiding somewhere in the grass. If you can't see it, increase your skills. Don't pretend there is no risk in the market. Thank you. Just like equity investing, in tiger sighting also, you know the logic. You know the logic that the market is a function of PE and EPS. So if the management is doing well and the EPS is good and it distributes well, the market keeps on giving it higher and higher PE, right? It's a function of that. But there could be times when it is extremely frustrating that the prices of some shares are going up where the EPS is not, just the PE is going up, right? So similarly in tiger sighting also, there are times when all logic fails and somebody else without logic is finding greater success. That is even more frustrating, because you have said, I've got the best guides, I've got the good best drivers, I have lot of patience, I have invested in all this, and it is very frustrating that 8 hours, 12 hours have spent inside the jungle over a period of 2 days or 3 days and I have not spotted the tiger. Then what happens is all your logic goes out of the window and you say, oh, I wish I had gone to Corbett, I wish I had gone to Tadoba, I shouldn't have come to Ranthambore, I should have gone to Panna, etc., 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 which is just your frustration coming out. So similarly, you have invested in large cap, you know these companies will do well, you know over 4 or 5 years you will get very good returns, maybe 18% return or 22% return. When you're doing all this, there is somebody who is investing in small cap and making money, right? And then you say, oh my God, I wasted my time here, I should have done that. That is your impatience. That is your impatience taking over from your logic. You need logic, you need perseverance, you need patience. When you put all this together, you get good returns in equity. Instead of, this is exactly like even when you're driving, you find that the lane next to you is moving much faster. The minute you move into that lane, you find that that lane is not moving and this lane is moving. So here you are standing, you know there is a tiger within 600 meters, there is a sambar which is sitting down, and you know this tigress is hungry, you know it has to feed her the 3 cubs. You know this is going to happen, and somebody else spots a tiger somewhere, so you take your jeep and go there, and within minutes of your going there, here the tiger moves out, kills the sambar, and the cubs are feeding there. So there are 4 tigers sitting and eating one big sambar which the mother has killed, and the children are eating that. You miss that simply because you got some other information from somewhere. So then your FOMO takes over. Oh my god, am I missing out something? Fear of missing out. So you go there and you miss this. This thing happens in equity. You are waiting patiently in large caps. Large caps have given you good return in the past. You have persevered, you've got good returns, but FOMO takes over. What happens in equity investing is somebody else makes money somewhere else, so you are tempted by doing that. Similarly, in tiger sighting, you go to another place against your logic just because you have not spotted a tiger for a long period of time. So they tell you, oh, there was a tiger there. When you go there, you find the tiger for which you were waiting as giving good returns. So don't jump from small cap to mid cap to micro cap. Micro cap index has been introduced, so let me put some money there, let me go here, let me go there. Don't do that. Invest in a good advisor, invest in knowledge, keep acquiring knowledge, and then believe in it, right? Like if you've been to Shirdi, you know that there are 2 words, Shraddha, Saburi. You need to have faith in the market, and that's easy for people like us who have been there for a long time. We know when the market goes down, it comes up, especially the index. You can have individual stocks where you lose money, but the index always comes up, right? So you believe that the index will come up, you have patience, you're sitting there. That is where FOMO hits and somebody says, the place from where you came, a tiger came there, so you want to go back. So don't jump around like whether it's a tiger safari or equity investing or mutual fund investing. You need to invest in knowledge, you need to invest in good advisors, you need to you need to have the patience, you need to have good jeep. Maybe you carry an umbrella, maybe you carry a raincoat to fight nature, but you cannot say, I want the tiger to come to this particular place. You have to go where the tiger is. You have to conquer your FOMO, you have to conquer your impatience, you have to perseverance pays. There are other photographers standing there saying, look, I waited for so many years, I clicked so many photographs to get it. You have to do that. Without doing that, if you think rewards are going to happen, whether it is equity investing or tiger sighting, it's not going to happen. And I've been to the best jungles of India. I've been to Tadoba, Pench, Kanha, Corbett, currently I'm in Ranthambore, right? You go Mudumalai, you go to all these places, the facts remain the same. There is a tiger there somewhere waiting for you, but it couldn't care, right? It is there, it is doing its job. You have to go there, wait patiently. You might find a tiger. I've seen tigers doing everything: running, swimming, playing with its kids, mating, everything, right? Everything I've seen. But the question is, dil mange more. You want more. You sit in the market, you have patience, and it comes in. Conquering FOMO, well, tiger sighting is more or less similar. Thank you.